Crossdressing, a term that may elicit various reactions and perceptions, refers to the act of individuals wearing clothing traditionally associated with the opposite gender. For some, it is an expression of their identity or a form of self-expression, while for others, it is simply a means to explore different aspects of themselves. Unfortunately, crossdressing often falls victim to stereotypes and misconceptions due to society's limited understanding. Society has long held conventional notions about gender roles and expectations. Crossdressing challenges these norms by blurring the lines between masculinity and femininity. As a result, misunderstandings can arise fueled by fear or lack of knowledge. Many assume that crossdressers are confused about their sexuality or seeking attention when in reality, they are embracing another facet of their being. If you have found yourself drawn into this video out of curiosity or perhaps because you're grappling with similar experiences within your own life or relationship, welcome. Here we will dive deep into one couple's journey through the world of crossdressing and explore how love, acceptance, communication, and open-mindedness played vital roles in maintaining both personal fulfillment and marital bliss. Let us embark on this eye-opening tale together as we challenge preconceived notions surrounding crossdressing while shining light on its profound emotional impact for those who truly embrace it. I remember the day vividly when my curiosity led me down a path of self-discovery that would forever change my life. It was a lazy Sunday afternoon, and I stumbled upon an old box filled with vintage dresses and accessories in our attic. Intrigued by the colors and textures, I couldn't resist trying them on and experiencing something entirely new. At first, confusion overwhelmed me as questions swirled in my mind. What does this mean? Am I weird or abnormal? Will my spouse understand and accept this part of me? The fear of facing rejection from the person I loved most intensified these feelings even further. Would she see me differently? Would our relationship suffer? My heart pounded as I nervously approached her one evening to share my newfound passion. With shaky hands and sweaty palms, I revealed what had been hiding inside of me all along. To my surprise, instead of judgment or ridicule, her eyes softened with compassion and understanding. In that moment, we embarked on a journey together, exploring not only crossdressing but also discovering deeper layers within ourselves as individuals and as partners. Her unconditional love paved the way for acceptance while reassuring me that there was nothing wrong with embracing both masculine and feminine aspects of myself. Through heartfelt conversations about our desires, boundaries, fears, hopes, dreams, and occasionally shedding tears, we learned how open communication could fortify our bond amidst differences. The initial worries faded away gradually as trust enveloped us like a protective shield against societal norms that might question our unconventional choices. Together we found solace in understanding that crossdressing wasn't simply about donning clothing associated with another gender. It represented self-expression without limitations or judgments placed upon it. And through mutual respect for each other's uniqueness came liberation from societal expectations, a beautiful awakening to our true selves. Stay tuned for part 2 where we delve into navigating challenges together hand in hand, celebrating milestones of growth and acceptance, and the profound impact this journey has had on both our marriage and personal lives. It was a moment filled with nerves, anticipation, and an overwhelming desire for acceptance. As a crossdresser, I had discovered this deeply rooted aspect of myself years before meeting my wife. Keeping it hidden felt like carrying a weight on my shoulders that only grew heavier over time. One evening, as we lay side by side in bed, holding hands and sharing our innermost thoughts, I mustered up the courage to reveal my secret. With hesitant words and nervousness palpable in the air between us, I began to explain how dressing in women's clothing awakened something within me, something that made me feel whole and true to myself. I braced myself for her reaction, uncertain if she would understand or draw away from this part of me. To my profound relief and surprise, her response was not one of rejection but rather curiosity mixed with compassion. She asked questions genuinely seeking understanding about what crossdressing meant to me, why it held such significance in my life. Her emotional openness allowed space for honest communication without judgment or assumption. In the days following our conversation, emotions simmered beneath the surface as we both grappled with this new information our relationship had taken on board alongside trust built through years together. Married filled unloading secrets. Take 2 paths we never thought ourselves walking down. Taking exposure, sensitivity, opening door, opportunity, growth, further love. When I first shared my desire to cross-dress with my wife, it was undoubtedly a shock for both of us. Like any major revelation in a relationship, it required time and understanding to process. We faced numerous challenges during this period of adjustment, as we navigated uncharted waters together. One of the most significant hurdles was overcoming preconceived notions and societal expectations. Cross-dressing challenges traditional gender roles and can be difficult for partners to fully grasp at first. It took open communication and empathy from both sides to gradually bridge the gap between our perspectives, allowing us to grow closer than ever before. Building trust became an essential aspect of our journey as well. As my wife began accepting and supporting me, she needed reassurance that this didn't change how I felt about her or our relationship dynamics. By being transparent about my feelings and constantly reaffirming our love for each other, we were able to create a safe space where trust could flourish even amidst uncertain circumstances. Trust-building exercises also played a vital role in strengthening our bond throughout this journey. From attending support groups together to seeking professional counseling when necessary, actively engaging in activities that fostered understanding helped us confront biases head-on while finding solace in each other's presence. Navigating adjustments wasn't easy. There were moments of doubt and confusion along the way. However, by maintaining open lines of communication, reinforcing trust through constant reassurance, and actively participating in activities that promoted mutual understanding, we not only weathered these challenging times but emerged stronger as individuals and as partners united by acceptance and love. In a world that often tries to fit individuals into boxes of societal norms and expectations, celebrating each other's individuality becomes crucial for fostering love and acceptance within relationships. This rings particularly true when it comes to embracing cross-dressing as an expression of identity. While there may be outside judgments or negativity biases at play, choosing to celebrate our partner's uniqueness can deepen the bond and create a safe space where both partners feel understood and loved. For my wife and me, this journey of celebrating individuality started with open communication. When I first shared my desire to explore cross-dressing with my wife, I was met with compassion and understanding. Rather than judging or dismissing my feelings, she listened attentively, acknowledging the importance of expressing oneself authentically. By respecting each other's desires for self-expression without judgment or ridicule, we sowed seeds of trust and openness that have only grown stronger over time. But celebrating individualism goes beyond just accepting one another. It also involves actively supporting each other in our pursuits. My wife has been an incredible pillar of support throughout my cross-dressing journey, attending makeup tutorials with me, helping choose outfits that make me feel confident, even joining virtual communities where we find like-minded individuals who share similar experiences. What we've discovered is that by embracing not just our own but also each other's unique expressions of self-identity enriches our relationship on multiple levels, emotionally, mentally, and physically. It has enabled us to step out from behind the facade society imposes upon us to truly be ourselves within the confines of our marriage. This celebration extends far beyond gender roles or physical appearances. Rather, it encompasses a fundamental acceptance of who your partner is at their core. Embracing this concept creates a profound sense of freedom within a relationship, an unrestricted space where both partners can grow individually while simultaneously growing together as a couple. It entails fostering an environment of empathy and understanding, where neither partner feels constrained or judged for exploring their own identity. By choosing to celebrate individuality within our relationship, my wife and I have not only deepened our bond but also opened ourselves up to a world of new perspectives and insights. We've come to appreciate that it is through valuing each other's unique qualities that we can truly experience the essence of love, a love that knows no boundaries or limitations. In a world where acceptance and understanding are still evolving, finding a sense of community becomes a crucial aspect for those navigating cross-dressing within relationships. Couples facing this journey together often find solace in connecting with others who share similar experiences. It is in these support networks, both online and offline, that individuals can create bonds and derive strength from the shared stories and advice of others. The internet has proven to be an incredible tool for building communities surrounding cross-dressing within relationships. Online forums provide a safe space for individuals to share their stories and seek guidance without the fear of judgment or prejudice. These virtual platforms connect people from different walks of life, backgrounds, and geographical locations, reassuring them that they are not alone on this path. However, It's important to note that while virtual connections play an essential role in creating support networks, there is something equally powerful about face-to-face interactions. Meeting like-minded individuals through local groups or attending cross-dressing events allows couples to form deeper connections beyond usernames and avatars. Being able to see the faces behind the stories helps foster empathy, camaraderie, and personal growth as newfound friends come together to celebrate self-expression. By actively seeking out these communities, whether online or offline, couples gain access to invaluable resources that offer guidance on communication strategies with partners who may still be grappling with acceptance. They learn how other couples have navigated uncharted territories while strengthening their own bond along the way. These networks become lifelines, places where individuals can freely express themselves without reservation or inhibition. The evolution of our relationship was an unexpected but beautiful journey of growth and understanding. When I first expressed my desire to cross-dress to my wife, I was filled with anxiety and fear of rejection. However, her response exceeded all my expectations. Instead of judgment or confusion, she responded with open-mindedness and love. It was in that moment that our bond deepened, as we embarked on a shared journey towards self-discovery. Through the process of accepting me as a crossdresser, my wife not only demonstrated her unconditional love but also grew personally in ways neither of us could have anticipated. In embracing this aspect of my identity, we offered each other space for personal growth and allowed ourselves to challenge societal norms together. We learned how to communicate openly and honestly about our desires, fears, and insecurities, which brought us closer than ever before. Our partnership became enriched by the experiences we shared exploring different aspects of gender expression together. We attended events where both cisgender women assigned female at birth, like my wife, and transgender women like myself could revel in expressing themselves authentically without judgments or constraints from society's narrow definitions of femininity or masculinity. As time went on, experiencing life through each other's perspectives led to greater empathy and compassion within our relationship. Our conversations became more nuanced as we discussed topics such as gender identity, societal expectations around appearance, sexuality, acceptance versus tolerance, enriching not just one another individually but advancing society's understanding one person at a time. Through this incredible journey fueled by acceptance from both sides came immense personal growth for us both. It allowed us to truly know ourselves deeply while still supporting one another unconditionally along the way. Throughout this cross-dressing journey, I have learned many invaluable lessons that I believe can benefit any couple facing unique challenges in their relationship. Firstly, open dialogue is essential. It takes courage and vulnerability to share our deepest desires and fears with our partner, but it is crucial for understanding and acceptance to flourish. Additionally, love should always be at the forefront of any situation. Love allowed my wife and me to navigate unfamiliar territory together, supporting one another every step of the way. Without love as our foundation, we may not have been able to weather the storm with such grace. Finally, sharing experiences and perspectives openly can lead to greater compassion and empathy within a relationship. By actively listening to each other's stories without judgment or prejudice, we can foster an environment of understanding and acceptance, a key element in maintaining a strong partnership.